Police lights and police tape are something you do not want to see when you're trying to enjoy a night out in downtown Minneapolis. But this year, a rash of crimes, shootings, robberies, and assaults are up in that area.
Now those people who depend on folks to come downtown say the violence is hurting their bottom line and the city's image nationwide. Lou Raguse is live in Minneapolis where those leaders voiced their concerns just hours ago. Lou?
After this last weekend's murder of a young innocent man who was just out for a fun night with his girlfriend, the business leaders say they want everyone to know that they do not consider this the new normal downtown.
The business community in downtown Minneapolis is not standing idly by.
The rise in violence in downtown Minneapolis, business leaders say, has hurt business.
Absolutely. The businesses in the warehouse district are definitely noticing a drop in business. Their customers are either going home earlier than they have in the past or not coming at all.
According to Minneapolis police crime stats, the number of violent crimes in the downtown precinct are up this year by 18%. And there have been 9 murders downtown compared to just 3 this time last year. And we've talked with innocent victims like Brendan O'Brien, beaten unconscious for failing to give up his wallet.
It's completely robbed me of peace of mind. I don't really, feel the same that I used to feel.
And the family of Enzo Herrera Garcia, who Saturday night was pistol whipped and shot in the chest for yelling back at a man who was allegedly harassing him and his girlfriend.
It hurts so bad, so bad. It's not fair.
Minneapolis Downtown Council CEO Steve Kramer says those incidents are hurting the perception of Minneapolis around the country.
It's a very real concern, and we've all experienced incidences already of folks calling us up saying, what's going on in Minneapolis, we're concerned about bringing our activities here or visiting, etc.
Kramer says they support the mayor and police chief's plan to add more officers despite opposition from some city council members. Beyond that, they aren't suggesting other tangible solutions.
I think part of it is just setting an expectation that this is not Minneapolis.
And the business leaders made the distinction that they believe police are doing a good job responding when these crimes happen and working to solve them, but they believe more officers would work to prevent the crimes in the first place because of the increased presence downtown. Randy?
All right, thank you, Lou.